What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of our weekly sports talk. We got to put Chance's name on that graphic soon because it's his show just as much as it is ours. But I'm Richie. Joining me as always is Chantz, Elgin, and our new special guest, Payton.
Hi, guys.
Also a football expert. We're gonna
Definitely. I know everything.
She knows everything. We're gonna get all our picks in for the Week 13 games that starts off on Thursday night between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. This one's gonna be closer. People are giving the Cowboys the same treatment they're giving the Dolphins. They can't beat good teams, but I don't know. I think the way Dak Prescott's playing right now, I got to give this game to Dallas. Go ahead, Chance.
Yeah, I see Dallas winning as well. I don't see the Seahawks just look flat on their feet, so I have the Cowboys winning.
What do you have?
I don't know. I think actually, because I don't know anything about football, but I know a little bit, right? And I think actually I was at first saying the Seahawks, but then I was like, no, yeah, the Cowboys, they know what's up. But also their cheerleaders know what's up. So.
That they do.
Dolly Parton in that cheerleader's outfit, Dallas Cowboys cheerleading outfit not too long ago.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
All right. I believe the Cowboys freaking stink.
Oh,
They're
Jesus.
frauds.
Here
Frauds.
we
Frauds.
go.
The Seahawks. Even though the Seahawks are frauds too. I think the Seahawks will pull out a close win, 17-13. That's the final score
For every
right
time
there.
of you saying that and you getting it wrong, you should be suspended a show.
What?
God, I'll take over for Elgin.
Whoa.
We need a fraud jar. Each time you say fraud and
You
that
have to,
team
like,
ends up
cancel
winning, that's some sort of punishment for you.
Well,
No, yeah,
the Cowboys
I
are frauds
have
and the Seahawks are frauds.
Our next game is the AFC South matchup between the Colts and the Titans. This would have been a really good matchup. It would have been, Anthony Richardson. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. And old Mayonnaise over there in Tennessee. That would have been a good one. But the Colts are holding it down. They're 6-5, and they have a playoff spot right now with Gardner Minshew as their quarterback, which is insane to me. Yeah, I mean, they just beat Tampa Bay, who's one of those more inconsistent teams. I don't know. I really like Indianapolis in this one, but the Titans might fight back. It's going to be close, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Colts with this one.
You said the Buccaneers are one of the most inconsistent. I think they are the most inconsistent team. But
Look at Atlanta. Atlanta's pretty.
I don't know. Atlanta, but talking about the matchup, I think if the Colts are going to win, I mean, you can't. I don't think any team could really stop the run game they have right now with Jonathan Taylor and Zach Moss. And yeah, I just have the Colts winning this.
I don't really know. I think the Colts are going to win too. I'm just going to go off what Richie says.
Honestly, I'm going with the Colts too. I don't trust the quarterback that puts mayonnaise in his coffee and eats banana pills, so I'm going to take the Colts.
Banana pills? Are you sure it's not like for potassium?
It's this guy. I don't think you've seen the video. It's
It's
quite
weird, is what it is.
I'm going with Minshew Mania.
Oh, for sure.
Minshew Mania, baby.
All right, next up we have the Lions and the Saints. The Lions almost were put on fraud check last week. Oh, I did forget the Falcons game. The Falcons play the Jets. Very forgettable game. The Falcons are right now in first place of the NFC South. These are some of the Lions highlights. We'll get to that game in a second. But, yeah, the Falcons looked all right against the Saints, who just look all right in general. The Jets looked horrible. If it's going to be Tim Boyle again this week, then easy Falcons win. Tim Boyle played horrible.
I have the Falcons winning. The Jets defense they're depressed. They're in a depressing stage. Like there's nothing to be happy about. I feel the same way, but there's just nothing to be happy about. So I have the Falcons winning. Pretty simple.
Actually, yeah, I have to agree with that. I recently was like watching a game and the Jets were playing and they suck. Like I've never seen a team do worse, honestly. So like I'm going for the Falcons.
Honestly, the Jets are just really bad. I don't know why they benched Zach Wilson. I think Zach Wilson's the best quarterback currently they have right now. But yeah, I'm taking the Falcons. But I wouldn't be shocked if the Jets somehow win this game because the Falcons are very inconsistent too.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be shocked. I'm going to say the final score is like 10-20.
Trevor Siemian might come into this game.
I don't see the Jets winning.
Yeah.
I don't.
They stand no chance.
You know what? Zach Wilson's the third string quarterback.
Yeah, he's behind Trevor Siemian, who's a notably bad quarterback.
Tim Boyle's terrible.
But they
Tim
just
Boyle's
picked up.
you told me earlier he's a 49 overall in Madden, which is like crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, next up on the slate is the Lions and Saints. I almost went over this game a second ago. You guys got to see some Lions highlights. They got put on fraud check. They lost on Thanksgiving to
The Packers,
who are like third in the division. All right, here we go with the Lions highlights. I mean, this is a team that looks really good this year, but do they have that step to be one of the elite teams in the NFC? I don't think so, but that's not going to affect them in this game. They're playing the Saints, who are not that good. They're not competition. It's going to be fun to see Aaron Williams in his revenge game. He played really good for Detroit last year, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Lions in this one pretty easily. I think they'll get back on track. 34-17.
I see the Lions, and the reason they lost the Thanksgiving game was because Jared Goff is only known for two things: running the ball and play action passes. And the Packers were able to stop that, and that's what made freaking Jared Goff throw so many picks and fumble and not look good. I still have the Lions winning, but if the Saints could play like that, it'll be a lot closer of a game than we think.
I agree. Go ahead, Payton.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really have much of an opinion, but I think the Saints are gonna win.
All right, you, Elgin?
All right. I have the Lions winning this game because I think the Lions are. Why does it always have to be me? I think the Lions are going to win this game. Honestly, I think they just had a bad game. I think everyone has their trap game. Everyone has it. I think the Saints.
Jets beating the Heat.
I think the entire division they're in is inconsistent, except for the Carolina Panthers. I don't know what they are. But I believe that the Lions will get the easy dub here.
All right. So we all got Lions taking this one. This next game might have us divided. We have the Broncos and the Texans. Now, this is one of the more interesting games of the week. I mean, two teams that are above 500, both in that second spot in their division. They're fighting for that last wild card spot. Houston has looked really good. They fell a very short, close game last week to Jacksonville. C.J. Stroud's been doing his thing. You know, Tank Dell, that wide receiver they have, the rookie, oh my goodness. That connection that they have is amazing. But Denver is coming in, and they're surging. They've on a 5-game win streak it is now, with wins against Kansas City in those 5. It's going to be very close. I'm going to go ahead and take Denver. This is my hardest game to pick, but I'm going to take the Broncos. I think they'll keep the momentum rolling.
I mean, right now, Broncos look unstoppable. Obviously, they're on a 5-game win streak. The Texans look amazing. C.J. Stroud, I think he's top 2 in MVP. Like, he looks amazing. He's just insane. So, with that being said, I still have the Broncos winning. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a shootout with how they're playing right now. But I think the Broncos win by maybe a field goal.
I don't really have much of an opinion. These are like two teams that I actually know nothing about. Like the teams before, like I've heard of them, whatever. I've heard a little bit of the Broncos. So I'm gonna go with Broncos just because, like, I don't know, just bandwagon or whatever. I don't know how that works, but yeah.
Go ahead, Elgin.
Honestly, this is a very good game too. I'm gonna take the Texans because
That's because you're boring.
You're going to be wrong again.
And you stink.
All right, I'm going to take the Texans because I believe C.J. Stroud is our MVP of this year.
Oh my goodness.
I think he's top 2.
I don't even think 2 is the MVP. You know, make your prediction. Make your prediction. Go ahead.
I think the Texans will easily get the dub. Honestly, the Broncos, they're really good. I think this game will be a shootout, actually. Like, this game will be a shootout. It will be 34-35. That will be the final score. The Texans get the dub.
Well, it's going to be a close game. That's going to be one
Can
of
we
the
make
better
a bet
ones.
now that if you're wrong, you can't be on the show next
No,
time?
I'm a good part of the show.
All right, next up is the Chargers and the Patriots this week. The New England Patriots lost to Tony Soprano, a.k.a. Tommy DeVito. This is one of the worst interceptions I've seen thrown in a long time. Mac Jones just has lost it. He doesn't look like a former Alabama quarterback. He looks like they just picked him up off the bench. It was like, yeah, let's put him in. Meanwhile, Tommy DeVito, he's over here doing that. You know? I'm going to go ahead and take the Chargers in this one, even though they lost to the Ravens on Sunday night. Yeah, easy win for the Chargers. Patriots are in tank mode. They're taking a quarterback that they're going to ruin.
Chargers, I don't want to talk about the Patriots. They suck.
I'm gonna take the Patriots because I want to go against what they're saying. And I really hope that if they,
You know he's a Patriots fan.
I don't care. I really hope that like they win just because Richie and Chantz think they're bad.
Wow.
First off, before I make it, I just want to say there's something that needs to change about this team, 100%. For 16 years, this is the worst Patriots team I've ever seen. I've never seen a 10-loss Patriots team. Never in my life. Never.
You're about to.
This team is so bad. Yes, I'm about to. Honestly, I have lost faith in this team. What happened to the 20 years of success we had? What happened?
Can you complain any louder?
Oh my! Can you shut up? I think honestly, I'm gonna pick the Patriots because honestly, they're my team. I'm gonna always pick them. But honestly, I have no faith in this team. Zero faith.
You're ugly.
Please put us out of our misery, Chargers. Please put Mac Jones on the bench permanently. I hate this guy. This guy can't throw a ball to anybody. He throws up 3 picks per game now. I hate it. Put in freaking Richie and put Richie in. He'll do better than what Mac Jones is.
Man. Man, so you were telling me Mac Jones is better than Tua. You telling me all summer, all offseason, all preseason, Mac Jones is going to do it. We're going to make the playoffs.
Well, it ain't that hard to throw it up to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
I don't think Mac Jones could even.
I don't want to hear from the Bills fan, okay?
Guys, I think this is our segment to move forward to the next.
Yeah, you're right. All right, up next we have the Cardinals and the Steelers. The
Patriots
Steelers
suck.
look like a playoff team when Matt Canada is not calling their plays. They looked really good last week against Cincinnati, and this is an offense that finally reached over 400 yards for the first time in, what was it, 50-something games? Something crazy like that. You're looking at me crazy. I'm taking the Steelers. They looked really good last week, and I think they'll look really good against the Cardinals team who's just struggled to catch on this year.
I mean, as much as I love Kyler Murray, and he's actually waking up, which looks nice, he doesn't have anyone supporting him or helping him. It's Kyler Murray, himself, and I. But I have the Steelers winning, probably by 10, maybe 20. Who knows? But the Steelers are just don't go.
I think the Steelers are going to win. I've personally not heard anything good about the Cardinals this season, and I don't have much faith in them regarding any further games. Elgin?
Honestly, I think the Steelers are. They did look better, but they played a Joe Burrow-less Bengals team. I do think the Steelers won, but I think this is going to be a lot closer game than people think.
I think you're wrong.
You know what? Good for you.
Up next, the Dolphins and the Commanders. The Miami Dolphins are in first place of the AFC East, third place in the AFC. You're throwing your hands up. We beat this guy's team twice. Tua owns you. We'll get to you. You guys focus on beating the Jets.
Touche.
Or yeah, you guys beat the Jets, but yeah.
Well, 1-1.
1-1, but still. You know, the Dolphins, they look good. They've looked scary, though, the last 2 games. I mean, they looked good against Las Vegas. The offense, this was one of the best plays of the week, in my opinion. The defense has finally stepped up, which is great, because the defense needs to. The offense is kind of selling a little short. I'm going to go ahead and take the Dolphins in this one. The Commanders just don't seem really all too appeasing. This could be the trap game. I thought the Jets game was going to be the trap game, but I'm going to go ahead and give this one to the Dolphins by 10 points.
Sam Howell looks amazing, and I'm not a hater. I'm not any of that. Wait, Sam Howell was. Came here. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, Dolphins defense looks amazing as well. I really think it's gonna come down to can Tua be efficient in this game. I think your defense is gonna stop Sam Howell most of the time. I think your offense just needs to click because your run game's there, but can Tua be efficient and not throwing the picks? So I'll have the Dolphins winning, but I think it's gonna be a close game, maybe 3 points, 10 points.
That's fair.
I think the Dolphins are going to win.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Miami fan myself. And that's all I see happening is I think Miami's going to win. I have nothing else to say about the situation at hand.
The Dolphins are frauds.
You're
I hate this team. The Dolphins think they're so good. It's not that hard to throw it up to two of the fastest receivers in the league. Can you stop with the sound effects, please? This Dolphins team is fraudulent. Their only winning record, their only win against a winning team is the Broncos. And
what do we do to the Broncos, Elgin? What do we do to the Broncos?
The Broncos were terrible back then.
The Broncos beat them. The Broncos
What
would
good
beat
team
you
did
guys.
you beat?
We have not played the Broncos.
What good team
But
did
they
you
would.
beat?
But they would. And don't you play
What
them
good
later in
team
the
did you
year?
We
beat?
do. What?
What good team did you beat?
We beat you.
We're not good. There's a difference.
We also beat the Jets.
suck.
Your opinion blows.
No,
Next,
no,
next
I'm
set
not
of
done.
teams.
This team's
Next
fraudulent.
set of
I have the
teams.
Commanders winning this game by a lot.
Yeah, go ahead.
50 points.
Go ahead and bet
50
on it. Go
points.
ahead and bet on it.
I will
buddy.
not bet
Let's
on
bet
it.
on it.
No,
Let's
I
bet
will
it. Yeah,
not.
that's what I thought. You don't want to wear that hat again. Next up, Panthers, Bucks. This game is going to be boring. The Panthers just fired the Third Reich. Matt
His
Reich?
name's Frank
Frank
Reich.
Reich. Frank Reich.
It's free.
Thinking of Matt Rife.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm thinking of. But yeah, they're moving on. But they could pull this one out because we've seen when the team fires their head coach, they come out guns a-blazing. We've seen the Raiders do that earlier this year. But they're playing the Buccaneers, who they're still kind of fighting for a playoff spot, just a little bit. I don't know. I don't think they're going to beat the Bucs. I'm taking the Buccaneers by 10.
Buccaneers by 14.
That's fair.
Wait, can you? Yeah, 14.
Same with them. I was gonna make some like sarcastic number, be like they're gonna win by 1 million, but no, they're gonna. I think the Bucks are gonna win.
Oh, God.
Man, I had some faith in this Carolina team when they were playing the Cowboys. Can you stop with the sound effects, please? I'm trying to talk here.
Guys, let's give Elgin a chance to
Say my name right, please, Jessica. All right.
I'm
So
sorry.
I believe the Bucks are going to win this game. Absolutely. I think Baker Mayfield's really inconsistent, but I do think the Bucks are going to win by a lot. I'm going to say 17. I think this Panthers team is terrible, really bad. Like, oh my God, who runs a screenplay on 4th and 6?
I think you need a nap.
I don't need a nap.
I think your opinions are trash.
You're ugly.
And that's why they keep doing these sound effects, because you're a joke.
I am not a joke.
Your
I am.
opinions are jokes.
All right, we have 4 games left on the slate. This one might be the game of the week between the 49ers and the Eagles. NFC Championship game rematch. The Eagles pulled off a really nice thriller against the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to credit the Bills, and I'm done, saying bad things about Josh Allen. He looked really good, and if this team was better, then I think he would be right there in the MVP conversation, but unfortunately they're not. But Philadelphia, they looked good too. This is a real big test for them. They played all right against, they had 5 touchdowns against you guys, but the 49ers defense, yeah, that's true. The 49ers defense is one of the toughest in the league. I'm going to go ahead and take the Eagles, but this is really hard to pick. It's really hard, but I'm going to take Philadelphia. They're on a roll right now. I think they're going to squeak out a 3-point win. They were going to get back to the Super Bowl, which sucks.
I seen something going about every time Trent Williams has played for the 49ers, they've won like the majority of their games. Like they've only lost like twice or something. So I have the Niners winning. I'm a Bills fan, and the Bills don't look good. They look good enough, and they almost beat the Eagles, and it would have been a nice win. But the fact that the Eagles let us be in there into the fourth quarter, late into the fourth quarter, I have the Niners winning.
I'm going for the Eagles. I think Philadelphia got a better chance.
As Sonny would say, go Birds! I have the Eagles winning this game. I do love the Niners, though. I won't be shocked if they won, but I just have the Eagles. I think they just pull out wins out of nowhere. They're actually underdogs at home. If you heard
That's
that.
insane.
They are 3.5-point underdogs, which I think is kind of crazy.
How do you stop CMC?
How do you stop CMC?
They didn't stop James Cook. How are you going to stop CMC? Better
Okay.
running back.
Well, how are you going to stop the tush push?
Did twice.
Oh, yeah,
The
you guys
Bills
did.
did twice.
How are you going to stop Jalen Hurts' legs? You got to stop a lot of things.
We also stopped that until the fourth quarter.
But you didn't. Well, guess what? I have the Eagles winning this game.
Are you going
But
to stop with your trash opinions?
I'm going. Not going to say anything mean. I believe the Eagles are going to win this game by a good margin, actually. I think they're going to win by 5, actually.
Okay, that's fair.
My final score, 41-46.
It's going to be game of the week to me.
I do think they're going to be only
You have a 5
Yeah.
point,
a slight point
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
41-46. How does that make sense?
That makes sense to me.
Make it happen.
Mathy, but okay.
They can score 46
Maybe
points.
not that high, but
They-
it's only going to be a few
Next
points
game,
difference.
That's true. Next up on the slate, Browns, Rams. The Browns, I believe Dorian Thompson-Robinson got hurt in their last game, that game that they lost. So that might be bad.
Concussion protocol. He isn't in there yet.
So if he doesn't go, then it's probably going to be Joe Flacco in that quarterback against the Rams. I don't like Joe Flacco. This is some of the Rams highlights from their really big win last week against Arizona. They could sneak into that last wild card spot. I have a feeling that they might. Kyron Williams has been playing great. Cooper Kupp, as you like to call him, Puka Nakara. You say his name really funny. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Rams in this one by 10, 13, 17 points. Lead keeps growing.
Okay. I have the Rams winning by 21 points. the Browns are they're like the Jets. You know, they were happy. They're pretty excited, but once they lost Nick Chubb, now their quarterback, they're depressed. So 21 points.
I'm gonna go with the Rams because if they're going like this, Browns Jets, I don't think the Browns are gonna stand a chance against the Rams. So I'm gonna keep it at that.
I'm gonna say this is it could be a sneaky good game. Can you stop with the sound effects, please? I'm talking.
Let's get
Daddy is talking.
Hey, well, all right, sir.
I was gonna say
You have the most incorrect picks out of all of us. So how are you, Daddy?
No, I don't.
Suspended.
Okay. Kyrie Williams, fantasy legend. He won't make fantasy this week. Puka Nakata, whatever his freaking name is.
Nakata? Is
It's
that a
Nakua.
snake?
It sounds like
I think that's a snake.
Nakata.
Stop! No, I hate that sound.
Flashbacks.
Honestly, so the Browns are starting Joe Flacco. Crazy. Honestly, Joe Flacco, elite quarterback. Elite.
If this was like 2013, maybe.
Potentially.
I have the Browns winning this game by like a significant margin because Joe Flacco's in there. You know.
And don't you also have the Patriots winning the Super Bowl?
That's not gonna
There's
happen.
one thing I did want to talk about, so let's continue.
Okay.
All right, we'll get there. We have 2 games left. Chiefs-Packers on Sunday night. The Packers did look good against the Lions, but I think the Chiefs are just going to stick it to them. I don't know why this game was made a Sunday night. I don't think at any point Green Bay would be above mediocre this year, and they're not. Yeah, they got a good win against the Lions, and then the week before that, they got a good win. But this is the Chiefs we're talking about. I mean, Sky Moore is starting to click. That one guy, Rasheed Rice, had a really big game. And, of course, Travis Kelce's always going to be there. I'm going to go ahead and take Kansas City in this one. You just can't bet against them.
So, you know, I agree with you. You know, some of it may be me hating on the Chiefs, but you've seen the Chiefs and Raiders. You've seen the Raiders come out hot, and they were fired. What did the Packers do against the Lions? They came out hot, and they were firing, but they kept doing it. They didn't stop.
That's true.
So, if the Packers could potentially do the same thing they did to the Lions, just come out hot and keep firing, they're going to win. It's going to be a close game. I'm going to say the Chiefs by 3 points, but I would not be surprised if the Packers come in and win this one.
So for me, I've heard a lot about the Chiefs through Taylor Swift. I am not, by any means, I do not partake in the whole Taylor Swift craze. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs, first of all. But do you think that, like, the whole, like, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift thing is, like, bringing more people to these games?
Yeah, for sure. I think so.
Bigger audience.
Yeah. Do you think it's, like, giving him, like, an ego boost or anything?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it's
When
doing
you
its
have
good and it's doing its bad.
millions of more people watching, obviously you're going to be more hyped. It's
Yeah,
like
of course.
a Super Bowl, but in a regular season.
Yeah, against the Raiders. Super Bowl against the Raiders.
Honestly, so if Taylor Swift is here, the Chiefs will win. I think that's the reason why the Chiefs are winning games because of Taylor Swift, because the refs just love the Chiefs. And Chris Collinsworth, that guy is in love with Patrick Mahomes. This guy's in love with this guy. I swear to God, he could get sacked and he'll make like an excellent excuse for him.
Oh, he really
Good
went.
play by Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes really went down nice there. All right, we have one more game left on the Sunday slate. You're taking the Chiefs?
Actually, I want the Packers, but Chiefs.
All right, one last game. This is actually our Monday night game.
Jags.
Let's make this one as quick as we can. Bengals, Jags. I'm going Jags. Bengals don't have Burrow. Bengals aren't good without Burrow.
Just Jags.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Jags, but, like, Joe Burrow's attractive.
It's highlights from the Jacksonville win.
That's why I went for them because, like, if he's not playing, there's no reason.
I'm taking the Jags. I'm taking Goldilocks and the Jaguars because no Home Alone kid equals no one for Bengals.
I agree with that. Well, that is.
Okay. I do want to talk about something. How about the refs in the Eagles versus Bills game? Josh Allen's jersey was ripped, and not a single thing was taken. Our guy got tackled, and not a single flag was thrown. Actually, a flag got thrown at us.
Cry me a river.
Just want to talk about that.
You know, let his team be 2-9. You can be upset about the refs. The refs did screw us in our game. against Philly as well.
Let's talk about the refs in our games, Richie.
You lost twice. You lost by 2 touchdowns.
That was a
have a
first
right to
down in the
speak.
first game.
Well,
You don't have a right to speak.
You got your speaking privileges taken away.
No.
You're done.
All right, well-
You're done.
Shush.
so that is going to do it for our Week 13 picks. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. We'll be back next week with our Week 14 picks. Thank you to our special guest, Payton, for coming in.
having me.
Yep, we loved having you,
Great.
making these picks with us.
Yeah.
And
I've learned so much in these 20 minutes.
good. Well, we're glad we're doing our job. Elgin's not going to end on his daily rant, which is crazy.
It's great.
Rant is that the Dolphins suck and
All
they're
right.
fraudulent.
We'll see you
Pacers
guys
will be
next
back
week.
next season.
Thank you so
They
much.
will be back.
Let's
They
get 'em a
will
nap.
be back.
You need your diaper change?
I can-